going to be building a window. So here I'm building these windows for my shed. I kind of forgot to do a little bit here with record. I took and rotored that, so these boards will be the sides, like that, and then these ones come in here, so it'll be like that. I think it looks pretty good like that. You know, once I'm ready, I'll glue it in there, but right now my window hole is 12 inches. So I made this. These are 12 and a half, like that. So what I'm doing here is I already cut it, but I set the table saw to cut a 1/4 inch off it'll sit into the hole 1.5 inches. So I'm just gonna cut this a little bit out of there, so then it'll fit into my hole. And then I have to cut the glass. And for that, along this side, I have to figure out where exactly. I have 2 pieces to go, and that glass I have came out of a different window, and it fits perfectly into a saw blade cut. I might make it a little bit wider just so it fits in there nice and fits in there easily. So I'll make two cuts in there because I'm going to do a double pane window. So yeah, and then I guess I would put a bead of silicone in there and then put the window in there, and then. But I'll show that. I'm not going to show me cutting it. That's whatever. But that's what I'll do. So now I just have to cut this little piece out of there. I'll just do that. So that's what it looks like. It's got a little bit of a groove in there, so that, like I said, this outside here, this was 12 and a half, and then we got a little bit less than 12 inches, which is perfect. Be lots of room to go in there, and then I'll somehow or another screw it from the side into the forms of the shed. But now what I gotta do is figure out where I want my glass in here. Okay, so I ended up doing them as it's a 2x4, so it's 3.5 inches. It ended up working that 1.5 inches from here is that one, 1.5 inches from there is that one. So when I just set my table saw to 1.5 inches to the center of the blade, and then just a little over 1/4 inch high, because I wanted the glass to sit in there 1/4 inch. So what I was able to do is just run it through there once like this, and then it gets you the one, and then I was able to just flip it around and run it through, and it gets you the other one. So that worked out pretty good. I got all these stained now. That's just the Mission Oak. So then gotta cut one more piece of glass because this one was broken. I think I said that earlier. Probably just gonna use that one again. So then I gotta put a bead of silicone, just a little bit of silicone in there, both these grooves, and then put the glass in there. So let's cut another piece here. So we got the piece of glass here. I measured from here to this straight edge, 10 inches. It's gonna be a little bit less than 10 inches because of it's got a little bit of a thing there. So what you do with this is So I like to hold it like this, and then you take along there and you score it just once. I'm gonna set up my camera here so it can show you. You just score it once, and as you're going, if you put enough pressure on there to hear like a good like a scratching kind of squealy noise, then you know you got it good. And then you just take and bang it on the table a little bit, not hard, doesn't need to be hard. So I'll do that. I'll set up my camera and then should be able to see. Just like that. I don't know if you heard it, or did you had a little bit of a squealing, like a scratching sound. So had a little bit of a, I don't know if you can see that, kind of goes like that. I actually don't really know what to do about that. Might be able to sand it down, but I actually got this piece sanded down. I could probably do it some more. I'm gonna see if that works. It is 10 inches, so it should work. We'll put the frame around here. I'm just gonna test fit it, see if it works. So I ended up just running these through a table saw again to make this ever so little bit wider, that it fits in there. It was a little bit tight. So now it should just slide in there. Slide in there and put the silicone in, then it'll be fine. So I'm just gonna put the window. It'll kind of be, obviously have to clean this up a lot before I silicone it in there. And I gotta figure that out. What I probably will do, maybe put a screw in, get that in there, and then maybe slide the piece of glass in from the bottom, and then put the top on. So probably put a screw in here, pre-drill it before, so I don't split my wire, because I don't want to do this again. So this glass will need to come down a little bit, but and looks like it'll work pretty good. I think it looks pretty nice. So clean that up, and then get some silicone, and we can silicone that up. Finish it, because I'd like to put that window in my shed, because it rained today and there's a big hole in my wall. So my flooring probably got wet. Whatever. It's a shed. It'll be fine this once. So I'll probably actually put something over the window now so it doesn't happen again. But yeah, that's her. We'll silicone her up and put her on. Putting some glue in, gluing it together there, and then I just put 2 screws in there. So I'll do this other side, and then I'm gonna slide the glass. I'll put this side on here, and then slide the glass in from there. So I'll just quickly do this, and then I'll probably film the rest, like sliding it in there and stuff. So okay, so I got that glued on there, and then put a couple screws in there. So I'm just gonna give it before I put the silicone in these grooves, I'm just gonna slide the glass in there and make sure it all fits in there. So let's do that. Oh, apparently I forgot to hit record, but I got it just slid in there, the 2 pieces like that. So I'm gonna have to make sure that there's nothing in between these 2 pieces of glass, or else that'll probably bug me. So I gotta make sure it's pretty clean. Put that piece in there, it'll work, I think. Could be a little bit of a gap there, but I'll maybe put that to the top side, like that there. I trimmed a little bit off of it, and it got a little bit better, so I think it'll be fine. Maybe put it to the top and then probably won't even see it. Either way, probably won't notice it too much. But I'm going to take the glass out. I'm gonna clean it once more and then make sure that there's nothing in there. Might actually take and put the silicone in there right now, so I can put this in there right away, I guess. I got my gun here, silicone, caulking gun. I got a new bottle, so I'm gonna put a new one in there. If I can get this out of there. Apparently I can't. Must be some silicone stuck in there. It's not coming out. I'm gonna take it to the vise. I got it out finally. That was a pain. There's just silicone that came out of the back of here and was stuck in there. Okay, so I got that glued all up in there. Up there. This corner isn't the greatest, but if you're gonna try it, I would almost recommend not doing it how I did it. I drilled these sides in there first, and then I slid it in there, but I wasn't really thinking, and I put my silicone and just kind of all slid to the bottom. So I would, if I do it again, I'd put the silicone in there and then put all the pieces on and then screw it, glue it on there and put the screw in there. So this one, I'm actually just gonna be putting a bead of silicone right along the edge here, and that's just gonna have to be good. So, and I think it'll be fine. And yeah. Yeah, I got silicone on it's just on the other side, I'm hoping anyways. So I'll just clean that up a bit, put a bead of silicone right along this edge to seal it off. Piece of glass, especially when it's not gonna move, especially when I do have a bead around there. So I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna also clean the other side and then do that also on that side. Both sides of the window, like both pieces of glass, inside and outside. I ran a bead along here, and then I just took my finger and smeared it in there the best as I can. You got that, but if you just let it dry and then take a blade and just kind of, you could take and cut it off and then scrape it off. It's easiest to do that once it's dry. That part of the window just about done. All we gotta do pretty much now is let it dry, and then we'll put it in. So I got the window kind of installed. I haven't screwed it on yet, but it's kind of the idea there. So all I gotta do is take and probably put a screw in here somewhere. I'm not exactly sure how I'm gonna do this. I would like to not see it, so I just got it like this for now. A couple on the bottom so it doesn't fall out of there. But yeah, so that's how I built the window. Hope you liked it, hope you try it. I would, if you do try it, I wouldn't put it together on the bottom first and slide it down. Because when I was shoving the glass in there, the glass just pushed all the silicone down, so I would do that different. If I would just put it, maybe do the bottom and one of the sides and stick the glass in there kind of, and then put the rest on there, just so the silicone stays in that spot. So kind of mistake on my part. I got it done. It's good. So hope you like that one. Like it, comment, share it,
subscribe. Please subscribe. See you in the next one. Have a good day.